Hi everybody, and welcome to my first video of Lockdown 3. In this series I'm going to be doing some videos for you in the swing studio, the Westhill Swing Studio, rather than in the garden that you saw last spring. I think we're going to be in this for a few weeks now, so I think it's really important. Lots of people in very different circumstances, whether you're retired and you've got a lot of time that you could use, or whether you're working hard at home, stuck in the same environment indoors all the time. In either situation, it's really important that you look after yourselves mentally and physically. So I really encourage you, even on those horrible rainy, windy days, to get wrapped up really warm and go out for a good walk. Try and do that a good few times a week, especially those of you as well who are indoors all the time in the office. It's really good to, even if it's just to make that 30 minutes to get out and exercise. And hopefully some of the things I'm going to talk about, that you could start thinking about things that you could do to keep your body moving for when we come back to golf. It's great for your mental well-being as well, that you can have some focus and drive on things that you can do to improve your golf and just to get you thinking about what you can do for your game. So I'm going to be doing some different drills, some exercises, maybe even a little bit of stretching over the next few weeks. Things that you can do indoors on those really cold days as well, to help you get ready for when we get back to golf. If you're struggling with motivation, one of the things that's been really helpful for me is to always set some goals, short term. Think about what you'd like to achieve this year in your golf, and then also to always have that ultimate goal way on in the distance of something you really would love to achieve in your golf at some time. And a great drill or tip that I learned really from a mental coach a few years ago was to picture your ultimate goal, something that you would really like to achieve, and then to start to ask yourself what it would feel like if you achieved that dream. Have good imagery in your mind of what it would look like when you were acting out that ultimate thing that you wanted to achieve. And then when you then fill your mind with all of those feelings, it gives you that inspiration that you need to go and do the necessary exercises or drills or whatever you've laid out that day to help you towards that end goal. I think these days a lot of people seem to be put off of going for their dreams, and why not aspire to things that are great. My dream has always been to play in the Open Championship. I've tried 30 odd times, never quite managed it yet. I've had to move it on a bit, and now my dream is to qualify for the Senior Open. This year it's at Sunningdale, so I always used to picture myself walking up the 18th hole of the Open Championship with the horseshoe stands around the 18th green full of spectators, and me walking up that 18th fairway, and just filling my mind with that thought was enough for me to then get on with my golf practice and drills and whatever I needed to do that day. So see if you can find something in your mind that you'd love the idea of and inspire you to really get stuck in, do some good work for your golf, and come out firing once we restart golf, hopefully in a few weeks' time. So my first little thing for today, just to get you off to a start, is I would love you to see if you can find on Amazon wobble pads. I think you can buy these on there, probably £15 each roughly. And these are not a gimmick, these are a fantastic training drill that I've been using for 17 years, which massively help you to fine tune your balance. And balance is absolutely crucial in the golf swing. And they're circles, they're about 3 inches deep. I think they're filled with gel. These have lasted me 17 years. They've got sort of nodules on the bottom just to grip on the ground. And all you do, you just place them so that they are shoulder width apart, and when you stand on them, they throw your weight backwards and forwards if your weight isn't absolutely centered. So I stand on these. Now if you imagine a clown on a unicycle, when they're cycling on the spot, they're constantly going backwards and forwards. So what they're doing when they're doing that is they're moving either side of their center balance point. And these things are exactly the same. When you stand on them, first of all, people go like this. But if you relax your shoulders down, engage your core muscles, flex your knees slightly, at first you can feel you go onto your toes, onto your heels, and you can feel them touching the ground. Now as you start to get to feel where your centre point is, you can start to move your heels and toes slightly either side of centre. and in smaller and smaller amounts. Now, nearly everybody I coach sit in their heels as a comfortable position, because that's where none of the muscles have to engage. It feels really, really easy. But as soon as I get you to feel your toes have got to go down so that your feet are flat to the ground, you'll all of a sudden feel your thigh muscles working very, very hard to achieve that centered position. And this is going to be great practice to get you into a really athletic golf posture position where you can turn your body more freely. So once you've got them, first of all, you can just practice getting either side of center. And then what you can do is go through a process where you flex your knees and then you start to tip over from underneath your belt buckle, trying to feel that your toes stay down but without your toes touching the ground. And you'll want to go back like this all the time because it feels really easy when you're sat in your heels. But as soon as those toes go down, I can feel my thigh muscles, I can feel my core muscles engaged, and that's really going to start to get you into an athletic golf posture position where you can start to turn really powerfully. It's going to be good workout for your legs and core a little bit, but go and get some, see if you can get these, and we'll talk about these and some other things as the days goes on. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.